All right, team, let's dive in. Over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills any of us can have right now. And that's how to use AI without putting your data, your job, or frankly, the company's reputation on the line. It's time we all learned how to calibrate our judgment on AI, and we're starting right now.
So let me just ask you this straight up. We're all using AI, right? I mean, we're trying to get ahead, be more productive, and that's great. But are we 100% sure we're doing it safely? Because here's the thing, one little slip up doesn't just impact you, it can put our entire organization at risk. And that is exactly the problem we're here to solve today. Right now, most workplaces are basically the Wild West when it comes to AI. It's like everyone's been handed this powerful new tool, but there's no sheriff in town and there are no rules. So what happens? You've got well-meaning people pasting sensitive client notes into public tools, while at the same time, you have others who are so paranoid they're missing out on some real game-changing efficiencies. It's this strange new frontier of good intentions and, honestly, potentially disastrous outcomes. And look, this isn't just some abstract problem. The fact that we don't have this alignment creates very, very real consequences. When everybody is their own sheriff, just making up the rules as they go, well, that's how you get data leaks. That's how you create security gaps a mile wide. And it's also how we fail to use AI's power in a way that's smart, consistent, and most importantly, safe. So, how do we fix this? How do we bring a little bit of order to the Wild West? We build guardrails. Simple as that. This is where having a formal, clear, and really practical AI usage policy is so important. Just think of it like the official rules of the road that let everybody move forward together, and to do it with both speed and confidence. A really strong policy isn't just one thing. It's a whole system. It all starts with an acceptable use statement. That's basically the what. What kind of tasks are you even allowed to use AI for? Next up, a data classification framework. This is the what with. What kind of info is safe to share? Then it's got to list approved tools. That's the where. These are the platforms the company has checked out and knows are secure. And finally, you've got the how. That's your data handling, disclosure, and incident reporting protocols, all the nitty-gritty on how to work safely and what to do if something goes wrong. Okay, listen up. If you only take one single thing away from our chat today, please let it be this. Understanding the sensitivity of your data is the most important skill you can have when you're using AI. Seriously, before you copy and paste anything, you have to know what it is you're about to share. So what even is data classification? It sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just a simple way of putting data into different buckets based on how risky it is. And look, this isn't about creating a bunch of red tape. It's about making sure we apply the right level of security to the right information. It's all about protecting our work, our clients, and yeah, our careers. Now this slide is where the rubber meets the road. Most companies use a framework just like this one. So you've got public data. Think published marketing content, press releases. That's the easy stuff. Go for it. Then there's internal data, like a draft of a strategy plan. This is where it gets a little tricky. It's probably okay, but only, and this is a big only, in an approved, secure company tool that doesn't train its public model on your data. But the second you get to confidential or restricted, man, alarm bells should be going off. We're talking client financials, personal employee data. That kind of stuff needs extreme care, and let's be real, it should probably never leave our secure systems. Period. Let me make this crystal clear. Can you take the public text from our company website and ask an AI to help you rewrite it? Absolutely. 100%. What you cannot do is take a spreadsheet of employee performance reviews and upload it to a public chatbot to, analyze the sentiment. The massive gap between those two actions, that's the entire ballgame of using AI responsibly. Okay, so a company policy is the foundation, right? But the final call, the one you make at your keyboard seconds before you hit enter, that decision is always on you. So let's build on that foundation. Let's give you a personal framework you can use. Here's a quick 8-point checklist to run through every single time you think about using an AI. Think of this as your pre-flight check. It's a super fast assessment you just run through in your head. Number 1, permitted use. Am I even allowed to do this? 2 and 3, data type and approved sharing. What's the classification here, and can it even leave our system? 4, correct tool. Am I in the safe, company-approved sandbox, or am I playing in a public playground? 5 and 6, anonymize and disclose. Do I need to strip out any names? Do I need to tell people AI helped write this? And then number 7, and this one's huge, verify the output. A human always has to check the work. These AIs can just make things up. They hallucinate fake stats. They invent legal citations out of thin air. You are responsible for what it puts out. Which brings you to that final, critical check. And all of that leads right here to the last and most important checkpoint: defend your decision. Before you hit send, before you finalize that report, just ask yourself this simple question. If my boss or our client or our company lawyer walked up and asked me why I used AI for this, could I explain it? Could I defend my choice? If the answer is anything other than a confident yes, you need to stop and rethink what you're doing.
You know, when you start following these steps, it does more than just help you avoid risk. It actually changes our role. It's about us taking on a new kind of professional responsibility. It's about evolving from just being a user of AI to being someone who is truly AI aware.
So, what does it mean to be AI aware? It means you're not just a user anymore. You're more like a guardian. You get the text limits, you think critically about every single piece of data you touch, and you actively protect the organization. And even more than that, you help build a culture where everyone else starts doing the same thing. In this new age of AI, this is the new standard for being a great professional. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. We've just walked through the risks, the policies, and a personal checklist you can use. You literally have the framework now to make smarter, safer decisions. So my question to you is, what's one decision, one task that you're going to approach differently tomorrow morning now that you know exactly what to look for?